Hi, I'm Ali. I'm gonna show you how to make a closed loop rosemary gimlet for the Greenish's May 1st camping day. It's quite weird for me to be sitting down making a cocktail, but my kitchen is not really conducive for cocktail videos, so here we are. The inspiration behind this recipe was just the fact that we're trying to use the whole fruit. We're trying to use ingredients that you might easily have around your home or in your yard or in your garden. So the first thing that I did before making this video, takes a bit of preparation, is I made a 3 citrus sherbet. So that's what we've got right here. I used a pink grapefruit, a lemon, and a lime. This is the citrus I had in the house. Also, I think it's probably the nicest for giving a bit of tartness and a bit of sweetness. There's another video on the Greenish that you can watch that shows sort of the sped up way to make this sherbet. Essentially what you do is you're gonna peel the fruit. First, you're gonna put all of the peels in a jar, mason jar if you have it, or a bowl. You're then going to cover with sugar. Again, the exact measurements are available on the Greenish. And then you're going to let that mixture sit for a couple of hours. The sugar is going to extract the oils from the citrus. After that, you're going to use the whole fruit to juice. So you're going to take the fruit that you've already peeled, you're going to juice it, you're going to add that citrus to the sugary peel mixture. You'll then shake it up, stir it up, whatever you prefer, and you're gonna let that sit overnight, or as long as you have actually. In preparation for the camping, I realized you might not have overnight, so as long as you're leaving it a couple hours, that should be fine. Then you're gonna strain out the liquid using a fine strainer or a cheesecloth if you've got it, and what you'll end up with is this really lovely, very thick, sort of sweet and still tart sherbet. So this is gonna be one of the main ingredients in our cocktail today. Again, using the whole fruit so nothing goes to waste. The gin that we're using today is Ford's Gin, a very delicious London dry, one of my personal favorites. And then we're also going to be using fresh squeezed lime juice just to add a bit of extra tartness because the sherbet itself is quite sweet. So 3 ingredients. Technically this is a few more than 3 ingredients to make the sherbet, but 3 ingredients in the end. So we will start out just by cutting the lime in half. Okay. And we're gonna measure all of our ingredients. We're using a jigger, but if you don't have a jigger in your house, you can actually just use some measuring spoons, which actually will be more accurate. So you can use either or. Juicer. You're gonna juice the fresh lime into the jigger. We're looking for 15 mils per cocktail. The recipe I've provided is a batched recipe. This is ideal for taking camping, so you can make it in advance, put it in a big bottle, and then you don't really have to think about making individual drinks, and you can just shake them to serve. But I'm going to be making 2 drinks here tonight for myself and my thirsty associate. So I'm going to be using 30 mils. I'm going to be looking for 30 mils rather. So let's see, what am I up to here? I'm a rusty bartender, please no negative comments. Yep, cool. Okay. So we'll get, there we go, actually spot on, 30 mils in this one very juicy lime. Okay, so you can put that aside. So once you've got your 30 mils straight in the shaker, next we are going to be using, so for a single serve it would be 30 mils of the sherbet, but again I'm making 2. So we're going to be looking for 60. My jigger goes up to 75, so this is ideal. So 60 mils of the sherbet. Perfect. Now, a key ingredient that I forgot to bring on set is my rosemary. I'm hoping that my associate off camera would be so kind as to hand it to me. Why, thank you, lovely associate. So the rosemary I wanted to use because it first of all works really nicely with citrus. It's also something that grows abundantly all over the place. Many of you probably have it in your garden. We have a lovely rosemary bush right outside our flat. So fresh rosemary, freshly picked, make sure it's washed. You're just gonna wanna sort of wake it up, smack it around. You can, and drop it in. We're gonna shake with it. Okay, so now lovely Ford's Gin. Fords gin, we are going to be doing 45 mils per drink, so I'm looking for 90 mils, I think, if my math is correct. So let's get 60. Ooh. And then another 30 here. Great. Okay. So now I just need some ice. Again, hoping my lovely associate will be able to pass me some ice off camera. Great, thank you very much for that. So, straight in. Now, shaking a drink sitting down is another strange one, but we're going to do it. Might need a strainer as well, which I have handily forgotten. You want to shake until it's nice and cold, until it's too cold to hold. Good activity for getting your arms nice and buff during this quarantine. No one wants to come back with bingo wings. All right, it's probably good. All right. Ooh. Great, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're using a Hawthorne strainer. We're also using a fine strainer. If you don't have bar equipment at your home, which I realize many of you may not, you could shake the drink in a Tupperware, as long as it's watertight and can be sealed. Or if you have a jam jar, also a good idea. In terms of straining, you can really strain it with anything. As long as you've got some sort of fine strainer or sieve, that should work. So we're going to be serving in these lovely little coupe glasses. Still got it. Perfect. It's a pretty perfect pour, I have to say. I've surprised even myself. You can garnish with a sprig of rosemary or a lime. The choice is really yours, but that's about it. So it's a closed loop rosemary gimlet, easy to make and even more delicious to enjoy. So we're going to drink these now. One for my lovely assistant as well. Ooh. Cheers.